Coach Greg, and in today's video, it's unfortunately a very sad one, as the fitness industry lost the beloved P.A. Dwyer, a world-famous strongman, and so to see him pass at such an early age, well, it's devastating. It's horrendous. He was taken far too soon. Even more than a strongman, this man, he dedicated his life to calling out people for bullshit. And so P.A. Dwyer, he did one of two things. He would either make posts calling out people for saying rude things, making inappropriate posts, and asking them to do better, or he would highlight amazing things that people did. For example, heroes, men who saved women and or children, or people who came to other people's defense.
This is what a real man is. This is a family man, a man with his own kids, family at home, who risked his own life to save the lives of others, not just the lives of others. This man risked his own life to save strangers, to save people he didn't even fucking know. This man tackled one of the good men yesterday, Ahmed Al-Ahmed. You are a fucking legend. There's a GoFundMe set up for this man. I hope you get all of the money. You're probably the type of fella that'll just push it back into the community and not accept it anyway. Ahmed, you are a legend. I just wish there was more people like you, man.
And so he wasn't just attacking haters, he was also highlighting amazing things that people were doing. Now, when I first saw some of his videos, we never saw eye to eye. He called me out for some of the videos that I'd made. We had certain misunderstandings. But after talking back and forth for weeks, we became friends behind the scenes. Many of you probably didn't know that. And he would send me photos of his dieting, and we would go back and forth on video ideas and trying to help each other to do better. And so I considered this man a friend of mine. I liked his content. And so to see him pass at such an early age, well, it's devastating. It's horrendous. He was taken far too soon. Most recently, he had stopped being in strongman. Remember, he was weighing well over 300 pounds. He was huge. He was strong. And he decided to lose some weight. He went on a weight loss journey and he was looking amazing. I believe one of the most incredible transformations from strongman to bodybuilder that I had ever seen in my entire life. And so he had everything going for him. Not only that, his posts were going super viral. He was on a trajectory to help millions of people. Already over 600,000 followers on Instagram, his trajectory was through the roof. And so he will certainly be missed, but he will not be forgotten. He had 2 kids and a wife. And remember, he's only 41. And so because he's always tried to help people, I most certainly think that he would want people to be helped in his passing. Just like we've seen other men who were well loved in the past. For example, Joe Linder comes to mind. Very well liked, loved man who was taken even younger. I do personally believe, regardless of what you say and whether or not you want to hear this, that the use of performance-enhancing drugs most likely contributed to him being taken sooner than last time. Had he have been training natural without the use of performance-enhancing drugs, I do believe that he would have lived significantly longer. You can argue, debate me, perhaps this was genetic, but regardless if it was genetic or not, if he had not used these products, had he have been healthier, I do believe he would have lived that much longer. Now remember, your heart technically doesn't care whether the weight that you have on your body comes from fat or from muscle. One message I want to put forward, aside from this, was an amazing man, a loved man, a man with great intentions, trying to do good, standing for what is right. I'm all for every single thing that he stated. If we had more men like him, this world would be a better place. And so I want more men like him to live longer. And so if you're on the fence of using performance-enhancing drugs, remember, it can dramatically shorten your life. When you're young, teenager, 20s, even 30s, even 40s for that matter, you often don't see the bigger picture. What I want you to do right now is picture your life in perhaps 20 or maybe even 50 years from now. And think to yourself, What could I do right now that my future self would wish I would do? Your future self in the future, perhaps when you're 70 years of age, what would that future self wish that you would do right now? And go out and do it. Because trust me, once you're that age, it may in fact be too late, or you may not even get to that age. And so here's some things that you can do. If you're using steroids, stop. Unless, of course, it's prescribed by your doctor and you need it. If you're taking steroids, reconsider. Could you take lower doses? Could you get your blood work? Could you monitor your health? I'm not asking you to be perfect. We've all made mistakes. Remember, I abused steroids for 10 years. I'm lucky to be alive right now. And so if you want to live longer than last time, please don't abuse steroids. Don't abuse growth hormone. Don't abuse insulin. Be careful. And on top of that, please do your cardio. Eat healthy. Avoid becoming obese. It takes moments like this from extremely famous and well-loved individuals for a paradigm shift in thinking to occur. You're young, you feel invincible, you think that you can abuse steroids and that it'll have no impact on you. It doesn't always end that way. And oftentimes those negative results, they happen without your knowledge. Please reconsider. If you're tempted to use steroids, don't. Wait until you're older, if any, and always use it under the advice and consent from your doctor. It's not worth it. It really isn't. While you're in the moment, trust me, you feel that it is. When I was in my 30s, abusing steroids, competing for an IFBB Pro card, competing as an IFBB Pro, I felt like it was worth it because that was my passion. But it took until I was older and could reflect back to realize that those were huge mistakes that I was making. And so you're probably watching this, you're probably younger than me, you probably don't understand that this is more risky than you think, and it really isn't worth it. You can compete in strongman 100% natural. Will you win at the top? No. But is living longer not winning? Do you really need to take steroids to push yourself to do better, to be your personal best? You can compete in bodybuilding, strongman, powerlifting, all of these sports while being 100% natural, and you simply do your best. You should take pride, joy in knowing that you're doing all that you can without using steroids. The improvements that you make, setting PRs, you can do all of these things while being natural. Now, if you are going to take steroids, at least wait until you're older. If you're not at your natural genetic limit, that means that you can keep improving. And trust me, having done this my entire life, I'm telling you that the fun in the game, it's improving. It's getting better. It's you against you. The improvements that you make, you don't need to do drugs. You don't need to do steroids. And so please, we lost a very good man. And so if in his passing, it can be a wake-up call to all of you to reconsider, then at least something will come from it.
I want to talk about the passing of Dwyer. Now, I'd be lying if I said I haven't cried my eyes out today, because I have. was a special person. He was a proper strongman, a proper legend. And most importantly, he's just one of the most funniest, most heartwarming, beautiful characters the strength world has ever seen.
Eddie Hall made an amazing video talking about the fact that he was friends with this man, and I do believe he was setting up a GoFundMe account of some sort. And so please go and watch Eddie Hall's video on this man. He knew him exceptionally well. It's a very sad day in the fitness industry to lose someone so young, so passionate about helping people. And I don't want to see this happen to other people. And so please, please reconsider ending it here. And until next time, I am out.